What's up, guys? It's the Tortuga travel backpack and duffel slash trunk. Let's get into it.
Chase Reeves reviews a bag. Chase Reeves reviews.
Chase Reeves reviews. These suckers are designed by Tortuga for the indefinite traveler, the long-term digital nomad, people who are living on the road 24/7, 365. This thing is designed as your like massive trunk. You remember those trunks, those hard trunks? Hello, Jeffrey, would you move my trunk into the car, please? I want to take it to Europe when we go. I'm gonna take 2 trunks this time. Travelers used to always travel with these big, huge wooden trunk things, right? You might have been to camp and there was one at the foot of your bed. This thing basically works like that, but way better. And this thing is their backpack with insane, robust stuff going on. It's made for doing travel with one backpack when you do like your quick like weekend or week-long trip. And then if you want to, you can bring your whole life with you. I want to answer all your questions about these bags. I want to get into, are they a good pick? Should you buy them or not? If so, which one? I want to compare them to other very popular bags that are similar. The Manal, the Patagonia MLC, the Synapse 25, all of that and more in this video, so come with me for a little while. All right, I'm gonna put this guy down here for a little bit. We're gonna talk about the materials, okay? Very, very, very interesting materials. The first thing that you will notice about these bags is they are extremely lightweight. The material that they're using is just, it's almost like paper thin, it feels like, which is killer because there is so much space in the bag, and it's got all these other properties we'll talk about in a second. But my big question was immediately like, is this too lightweight? And the answer is, according to all the data and my experience with it so far, is it is not too lightweight. This is a sailcloth material. Sailcloth was designed to be used for sails, like fast boats, like international racing sailboats. Sailcloth is made with an extremely tight weave, and there's about 4 layers of stuff in here. One of them's like a film, one of them is like 2 layers of like this insanely tight weave, much tighter, much smaller than a nylon, a typical nylon. And the overall effect of this thing, after it being what, you know, has this film thing, it has a coating on the inside and the outside, I think. The overall effect is incredibly light, totally abrasion, not abrasions, and totally water resistant. Here's what they say on their website. Our version of LiteSkin, that's what this thing is made of. LiteSkin is a laminate that combines a layer of non-woven material, the LiteSkin, with a traditional woven fabric, which is 210D nylon. The backing is then treated with a DWR coating for added durability and weather resistance. So the fabric of the bag, the thing that basically all of the bag is made of, except for the back panel, which I'll show you in a bit, is this LiteSkin sailcloth, and I have to say, it is super lightweight, and it is really, really durable. Then in terms of the peripherals on the bag, first of all, this is unreal. This is, by the way, obviously there's no backpack straps on this guy. There's a shoulder strap, which I'll talk you through. I like these handles a lot, and so there's no backpack on this guy. It's basically just a massive sack. I'll show you it. But on this guy, there's this very robust back strap setup, all right? You can see how intense this sucker is. The Tortuga Outbreaker, which is their other model of bag, is this massive clunky thing. I don't like the clunk of it, but I know a lot of people who love that bag because it has an insanely robust, you know, back chassis thing. It's really, really comfortable. It really, truly is. And it can fit a ton of stuff in this big, bulky, boxy bag. This is a very similar, a little bit lighter weight version of that. And it's such a tiny bag, such a lightweight bag. It's almost like weird to have such an intense chassis, but to be honest, this is really great. They use this this kind of foam that they use in shoes a lot. It's called Ariaprene. It's dope though. It's super, like it's thick. and it's got these holes that are in it for breathability, and then your back has these great channels of support down your lumbar and the sides of your spine, and then all this makes for breathability, so much less sweat than you'd get if the thing was just sucked up against your back. Another thing you should know is the straps actually come off down here at the bottom, and you can put them inside in case you wanted to just carry this sucker as a briefcase. So the straps are dope. They're really, really comfortable. I love the way this bag feels when it's on. And one of the reasons why I think they probably put such a ton of work into something like this is not only because it's really sort of striking and feels really good when you wear it, but this bag actually can be packed out with a ton of crap. So just because the material's lightweight doesn't mean that the gear that you're gonna put in there is lightweight, making these straps a really nice addition. Then we have all the zippers on the bag. The zippers are all YKK weather sealed zippers. They've got that gusseted film rubberized thing on the outside of the zippers so that the water does not get in. Now, do you know the difference between waterproof bags and just water-resistant bags? Waterproof means you can submerge it. You can take it all the way underwater and water's not gonna get in. It's a very, very robust specification on a bag. I did a review of a Fire Sign messenger bag that was totally waterproof, and I jumped in the river with it to test it out, and it, lo and behold, like unbelievable, no water got in. This is not waterproof, it is water-resistant. Okay? Now, water resistant, does it let in a lot of water? Does it let in a little water? Let's check it out. Hey guys, Chase Wardman Reeves here. You might recognize me from such programs as the internet. Anyways, I'm out here on my back deck because see that bag? It's called the Tortuga Homebase Backpack. And it's got these zippers on them. We're about to test if they're really waterproof. As you can see, these zippers have this nice sort of gusseted, rubberized thing. And for my bag review video, I'm gonna just see just how waterproof they actually are. Okay? What I've done is I put a box inside there. Put some cardboard in there. I'm gonna spray it down with this this leaky hose right here, and we're gonna see. I'm gonna get it to go a little further than this. This is sort of spurting a little bit. And then when we get this sucker going, we're gonna see if water's actually gonna get in, because hopefully the box will be wet in places. You know, this isn't a waterproof bag, it's a water resistant bag. I wanna know just how resistant to... Okay, we got a good little rain going here. As you can see, super water resistant fabric, sailcloth, love it. I'm really getting it into those. Yeah, that sucker's good and wet right now. That's for sure. So we're synthesizing a deluge in Southeast Asia. It's the deluge. This is the deluge part of the show. All right, we got her all wet. It's time to look inside and see just what's going on. How much water really got in. I'll try to be careful not to let water in as I open it. One thing that's crazy is the water just slicks right off of there. It's very water resistant material. Can you see me? I'm very water resistant. Ah, yes, your water resistance is very strong. All right, let's see what we got here. Opening it up. There's tiny little bits. Oh my gosh, there's like no water got in. I don't think any water got in really. Except for one little... Wow. Yeah. It's like no water got in that sucker. You know, it's just, I don't know, can I flip this? Can I flip? No water got in. That's a report from an Instagram story, Chase W. Reeves. Okay, hopefully that worked. I wanted to do that as an Instagram story, but I haven't done it yet, so hopefully that worked. The point being, the zippers here have that water-resistant seal on a YKK zipper. YKK is pretty much regarded as the best zipper around. So, not only are the zippers incredibly durable, but they've got that waterproof or water-resistant sealing all around it. Hopefully I let you know how it did in the Instagram story. They got that standard kind of handle that I love so much. It's just that webbing with a little bit of padding on the inside. Got a little hook up here as well as another handle on this side. little neoprene something for the water bottle holder. It's not that neoprene, it's got a little elastic underwear top to it. And then when the water bottle's out of it, it just kind of lies flat, which is killer. But at the same time, it's not that hard to get your your thing into the thing. You know what I'm talking about. So material-wise, and one more thing, the Duraflex buckles. The buckles that are used all over the place, the plastic and metal little doojobbies that they use to connect the sternum strap and cinch down the thing and all of that stuff are all made by Duraflex, which is another one of those. It's like YKK. It's one of those like, hey, if you use these, you're using kind of the best. So is it too lightweight? I submit, sir, that it is not. The materials, the build, the quality, and the endurance of this sucker look extremely promising. And in my use of the bag so far, I would say I'm kind of blown away. The first worry I had was this sailcloth is gonna rip or tear or something like that, or it's gonna come apart at the seams. It does not. It does not. The materials on this bag are dope. And of course, the same goes for the duffel, or massive trunk, or mastodon as I'm calling it. The same exact materials, the same exact zipper they have quick access pockets on both sides here, okay, which are just simple. Just there's just no organization in them, just a big pouch. Your handles are made with this nice, serious webbing, this nylon webbing. This handle is that same exact kind of handle that you got up here with nylon webbing with a little bit of padding on the inside, but it's thicker. It's about 1.5 inches thick, whereas this is only about 3/4 of an inch maybe. They have another handle up here. Same zippers all the way around the bag. The YKK water resistant. So in terms of materials for both of these suckers, like I said, super dope. So let's talk specifically about the backpack first, and then I'll get into the trunk. The first thing I gotta just mention again are these straps. You will notice them. You will absolutely notice them. The minute you get the bag, they are the most tactile thing on there. I mean, it basically is the bag when there's nothing in it. By the way, when you get this bag, make sure that you pack it out before you make any judgments on it, because it comes and it's like compressed and tiny. It's this tiny little thing because the material is so minimal except for these straps. So make sure you fill it up with stuff and see just how much you can fit in it before you go like, I don't like this bag, it's too small. You're just gonna just sitting there flipping it around. Fill it up, you'll be surprised. So I simply have to mention these straps again because you will notice them. They are very, very comfortable to put on. They have a ton of that padding and robustness that you feel where this thing is locked in on your body. There are no hip straps on this sucker, which I'm not a hip strap kind of guy. You might be. I think because this stuff is so robust and the material of the bag is so lightweight, you'll be surprised how much you can fit comfortably because this really this is thick foam. And it disperses the weight of this bag across a wide range of your shoulder. It's not just pinching up into your neck or something like that. They've also, as you see, they have that contour, which is great. So if you've got that, meathead neck, this is coming around it a little bit, and then hugging you over here with the chassis strap, or the sternum strap rather, and this is removable. By the way, the sternum strap is removable. And then of course there's channel for air in the back. So all that to say, first step on the backpack is you will notice these straps, they're really nice. Now, how does this sucker do as daily carry? All right, why am I talking about daily carry on this bag? Because this is designed to be something that you can use as a daily carry and as a travel bag. This is one of the most difficult things in single bag travel, is to pick a bag that you can fit all your stuff in for your trip. And for many of us who have to work when we get there, we bring our laptop, we're writers, bloggers, podcasters, independent entrepreneurs of all kinds. We need to be able to use our bag. We need some sort of a bag to take to the coffee shop when we're in Sydney for 2 weeks. We can travel with one bag, but I'm going to meetings with an ad agency or doing whatever I do there, so it has to be kind of doable as a bag for daily carry. So how does this thing do as daily carry? First of all, the outside pocket has a lot of organization built into it. You've got this organization panel right here, okay? Where you've got some pen stuff. I put my sunglasses. There's a little elastic underwear thing where I put my headphones, throwing those right in there. You've got a zippered thing where I put the stuff that I just don't want to see. All of that chapstick and ibuprofen that you need when you're traveling and you're like, oh, did I bring that? And you're like, yes, because I never look in that pocket until I need it. I put that stuff right in there. You got a key clip. You need a key clip? You got one, pal. Like I said, some pen stuff, a larger thing there with, you can fit about an 8.5 inch tablet, 8.5 by, what, 7.5, 8, 9, no, 9 inch by about 9 inch, 8.5 by about 9 inch you could fit in there. There's no great place to put your laptop charger. I just throw it into the bottom of this pocket here because it can take it. So that's the outside flap of the bag. It goes around the top of the bag, so there's very minimal branding here. The look of it is not that bad. Got a little Tortuga shell. The Tortuga is it's a turtle. Tortuga is turtle in Espanol. Then you have a laptop compartment on the back of the bag here. Let's open that up and check it out. I've got my old laptop, my MacBook Pro in there, 15 inches. It fits up 15-inch MacBook just fine. If you've got like your fucking 19-inch Acer Alienware, comes with a mouse, like you can't take the mouse off of it. I don't know if that's gonna fit in here, bro. You also have an iPad or a tablet thing right there. My iPad Pro, my big guy, I just put right into the bottom of this bag. I don't actually put it into the iPad sleeve because it's such a tall thing. It sticks up and over like that, and I don't like that. I don't like putting that much pressure on that delicate iPad Pro. But you've got a strap here for your laptop if you need to. I'm not one of those kinds that like straps my laptop down. I'm zipping around the whole thing. I think it's fine. So your laptop compartment is great. It's right at the back of the bag. Nothing ever is in the way of you getting to it. Now that's all the pockets on the bag besides the main compartment, which I'll show you in a second. So how does it do as a daily carry for organizing your stuff and in use as you walk around? Plenty of organization. I don't need that much in a daily carry. All I need is a great laptop, safe place for my laptop. I can fit my iPad Pro and I've got organization for everything else. It's not in the way. It's not jumbling around at the bottom of my bag. That's all fine. The challenge I have with this is the same that I have with the Manal. It's decent, it's okay. You can do this as a daily carry, but it's floppy, it's big, and it's overall just not ideal for daily carry. For me, since I want to get there and I want a little bit look like I'm not a tourist. I don't want to be carrying around a big backpack. I was in the cafe yesterday working and this guy, this fucking dude with like the longish hair, like it's kind of like just broy, like young broy dude, like probably 25, solid 25, but muscular, but it still had like a little bit of that baby fat on it, like baby muscular. And he was wearing a tank top with stripes and like some sort of short, I'm sure he was wearing like huaraches, like leather sandals that he like strapped on himself or something like that. But he had in the cafe his nomadic travel bag. Nomadic's one of these bags I keep trying to get a hold of. They haven't gotten back to me. Bug them and have them encourage them that you'd want me to see a review if you want to. But it's just this massive bag in the cafe, which is cool if you're really traveling around and you're just like, screw it, I just need a bag. But I want, when I get to the place that I'm going, to have a better daily carry. In my, multiple years now of single bag travel, that's the one thing that I'm noticing I actually want to improve on. I want a bag that is decent, like this basically is killer for one bag travel. I'll show you that in a second. But daily carry leaves a little bit to be desired. Same thing with the Manal. It's floppy, it's bigger than I'd like. When I put it on like this, it comes like up to here, it's big. So I don't want to be like that guy in the cafe where everybody goes like, check out this guy. He's clearly traveling the world. We don't have to worry about him. Hide your kids, hide your wives. Like he's just a debaucherous travel person. So as a daily carry backpack, it has great organization and it is fine. I'll put it that way. I think it's a little bit maybe better than the Manal at daily carry because it's just smaller. It's way lighter. It's way easier to move around. It doesn't look as big and as floppy. But overall, it still leaves a little something for me to be desired in the daily carry option. Now, how does it work as single bag travel? You've seen all the organization, you know it has plenty of room for all your tech stuff. That's one of the big things with single bag travel. Can it fit my laptop? Does it have what I need? Now, as we open this thing up, it's just a compartment. It's just a big case. And the material is so thin, so very thin, that there is just space in this bag. I've never noticed before how much the material can end up taking up on a bag, where as with this, it's just like there's nothing there. So there's tons of room inside. Now, their bag, the backpack, comes with a packing cube. All right, let's look at this for a second. It's a packing cube that has a handle here. It's got some strap connections in case you wanted to like carry it around as a little satchel. And then it has a zipper on both sides of the bag. There's the front and the back. Whichever one's front, whichever one's the back. I guess this is the front because it does have a little zippered quick access pocket as well. Dude, first of all, I'm so sad that they didn't make little tiny backpack straps on this. Because when you get to Milan or Croatia or something like that, and you want to go out on a little day pack, like this would be so perfect to throw a water bottle and some sandwiches in as you go out on a hike or something like that. It's like, yeah, you're not looking that cool, but it looks cooler than the big floppy thing, carrying that sucker around. This thing would be killer for that, just little straps. I really wouldn't use it as a bag like that. I don't do over-the-shoulder bags like that much, but maybe it's doable, who knows? That's my one gripe with this thing. Otherwise, it's great because obviously it's made to fit right in the bag. I'll show you that. And the two zippers, there's a compartment on the inside that basically you can fill up all one side or you can fill up all the other, or you can then, let me just show you. Okay, so I've got this thing packed out for like a 5-day trip or something like that. I've got a pair of sandals, a pair of pants, a sweater, a thin sort of merino wool sweater, a nice-ish shirt, a couple pair of undies, ex officio, because you can just wash them in your sink and you never really need to change your underwear if you're not that sweaty of a guy. Hey, yeah, I'm talking about my undercarriage. And then a couple pairs of shirts, three different t-shirts. Okay, you can fit a ton in here just like so. All right, I can fit even more than this. This is awesome, all right? But then what's great is, say this was dirty or something. You take that out. I wanna keep my clean separate from my dirties. I normally don't travel like this, but I don't know. I don't do a lot of traveling indefinitely, to be honest. Then I can just throw that right in here. And over time, this compartment can get bigger and bigger as the other compartment gets smaller and smaller. So you can really pack a lot of stuff in this little guy. And then here's the kicker, right? It fits perfectly right inside here, right at the bottom, takes up all the side space. Maybe there's a tiny little bit. And then you have just enough space at the top for your toiletry kit or something like that. Let me show you that. So here's my toiletry kit. Like, little tip for you here is go small as possible with your toiletry kit. This one's pretty thin and narrow. That's why I like it, because I can just take it and I can shove it right in there. And oh look, I still have some room for an extra pair of shoes. It's the best in the world when you get to travel with an extra pair of shoes, because a lot of the times you just can't. When you're doing single bag travel, minimal travel, one of the best things you could do is just get over having a spare pair of shoes. It will make your life so much better. But I do kind of like having a couple different kinds of shoes. As you saw, I had sandals already in there. So let's try to get these guys in. I'm gonna put them on the sides of the bag, just like this, so that the heel thing comes up. And pretty easily, I've been able to totally fit that stuff into the bag. This thing's got tons of space, and it's pretty okay as a daily carry. Zip that sucker up, throw in our water bottle, just to see if we can still fit our water bottle in. Takes a little more pushing now, and you're good to go. That's it. That's everything you need. That's like, that for me is probably 2 weeks, and if I can go 2 weeks, I can just do laundry. It's like, it's a function of how comfortable am I with wearing the same clothes over the course of, a few weeks. And when you're traveling, and if you have the right clothes, if you have clothes you feel good in, There's no, like you could do so long with that. And it's not that bad as a daily carry bag. So like, guys, gals, this is fucking killer as a single bag travel bag. First of all, it is lightweight and comfortable. The material, you will absolutely notice how much lighter this bag is than other bags. And it's also extremely comfortable because of the back straps. When you put this sucker on, it feels really good. Second of all, it is so roomy. You saw how much stuff was in there. It's so roomy because there's no material around the bag at all. It is so roomy. Third of all, it comes with a packing cube that I think is pretty killer. It's nice that it has the two sides. It's nice that if you needed to, you can grab a little strap and carry it around with you for a day pack. It's a good little thing. It has a little quick access pocket on it. I mean, that's a useful little packing cube. And then fourth, it's sleek and agile as you travel. Look at this, I'm putting this thing on. It's tiny, tiny footprint, okay? Tiny footprint that I strap this guy down, all right? All right? As you can see, I can move effortlessly from side to side through the fields of people in Tokyo or Milan, out of my way. Little moves, whoa, boom, through the alleyway. Little meal, like, whoa. This thing is super sleek. I gotta say, it's one of the most interesting and exciting bags for single bag travel for me personally, because I can fit a good deal of stuff in it and it's not that bad as a daily carry, even though I want better, but it's ultimately just so light and easy and sleek and comfortable to travel with. All right, here's the Manal, one of my very favorite of all time single bag travel bags. It's got all the tech organization. It's got a huge clamshell compartment. If you haven't yet, see my review on this, because if you're looking at this bag, you should know about this bag. Let's compare what we can fit between here and there. Manal has a couple more pockets on the outside of the bag. That's kind of nice to be able to, as you're traveling, you can get into your headphones and your things right on the outside without getting into a bigger pocket and putting your hands in there. And then they have a much more, like, I would say it's a more robust back laptop compartment with a place for your papers, your business papers, and your iPads and your things like that. Also, the material on the Manal is definitely one of my favorites. It's definitely thicker, a little bit, probably a little bit heavier, but I've always loved this bag. So let's try to load it up and see what we can fit. Inside Manal, you do have two compartments for that are built in, 3D pockets for carrying some of your stuff or putting your undies or your socks in things like built-in packing cubes. Manal also has a built-in rain fly so that you can pull the whole thing over and it's completely water resistant. But let's see how much space we can actually, if it has actually more space than this other one, or if the other one is a little bit easier to get everything into. Okay, so here's what I mean. In that other bag, in the Tortuga Homebase, this right now was still like clearly so much more room. With this, I'm already kind of clamping things down because my angle of the way that the bag is made, whereas this is just a box. It's literally just a box. But you can easily, clamp stuff down and get things going. Let's see, where do I want? For instance, this has this sort of angle, this curve on this part of the bag. And that makes it so fitting my things in here is gonna be a little bit tougher, but it looks like I can get exactly the same amount of stuff. Going for the same way of putting my shoes on the side and getting that sucker in. Now let's see how we do with the zip. Easy deasy, really easy. I mean, that's great. It's light, it's nice. This is definitely a little bit lighter, but that's great. It's still really sleek as a travel thing. So if you're feeling like you like Manal, you can check this out as well as a comparison for this bag. Now let's check out the Synapse 25, one of my all-time favorite bags that I don't like the look of. Let's see what we can fit inside of here. Maybe I can get this thing in sideways. No, probably not. That sucker in there. This one might be a little tight for, because I would need to have my laptop in here as well. Oh, this fits pretty perfect. that's almost easier than the Manal fitting everything in there. That's what's so crazy about this bag. The Synapse 25 just fits so much stuff. And then you have all of this access on the outside of the bag. Now, one of these big ones is your water bottle, so that doesn't really quite count. But my headphones, bam, pens, glasses, like charger and an extra sweater or a travel sweater that goes right in here. This medium pocket. I've done a review on this bag. If you want to check this bag out, please do. Tom Bin, one of the killers. I'll put links to purchase all these bags down below in the description of this video. When you use my links, I get a couple bucks in return. It's like a thank you. And then my wife she says, okay, I can make more videos because I'm making money. So, and she's just a gold digger. I don't even care. I don't care. I just like to be able to make videos, so whatever makes her happy. So buy with the links if you can. Let me just get this sucker in here, my laptop, to see what this is like. Yeah, that's pretty great, man. The cool thing about this bag is your laptop is on the back side of these pockets right here, but it's on, what's up against your body isn't your laptop, it's all your bag, it's all your clothing, right? So it's super comfortable and really sleek and minimal, and works pretty good as a daily carry, though it is a dad bag look. It's like a bummer of mine because I love the way this bag travels. But here's what that guy looks like. It's it's amazing that this little bag fits all of that stuff just as well. Love that. Absolutely love that. I'm always surprised by this bag. By the way, using a packing cube like this to know exactly the kinds of stuff that you bring on your trips is really helpful when you're trying out different bags or you're thinking about a different bag. Because if you know, hey, I used this. This is my 7-day thing. And I can fit way more into this. I can absolutely fit probably another pair of pants, another couple pairs of shirts into this thing. So I can fit more into there, and if that's like the thing that I know is like, that's 5 days, or that's the only packing cube that I need, well, that's pretty killer. Then I can just throw that into any bag it fits in. And then it's a question of, can I fit another pair of shoes? Because I gotta have my toiletries in there. Can I fit toiletries, shoes, maybe a larger jacket? I normally travel with a jacket. Okay, now one more here. This is the Wondered Perverky Pack. Really big roll top bag that you can fit a ton in. Let's see what it's like to pack out with this stuff. One of the bummers about this bag is if you can't get it through the mouth, which is a little bit actually smaller than the main compartment, but everything fits. Just it's a little bit rough to get it in sometimes. Okay, so if I push that down a bit, that brings me up to right there. Yeah, then we put our toiletry on top. We've got room, dude. We've got room for days on top of that. Because then we just roll this thing up, scrunch it down, and from there, you've got handles, you've got a pretty robust chassis for the strap system, your laptop on the back, documents on the front, a little quick access pocket right here, little tiny quick access pocket that can't really fit a lot of stuff in. Then your bigger quick access right here. Glasses, headphones. So in terms of travel, like, this is also a great option to travel with. Man, there's some great single bag travel bags out there. I mean, this is a killer option. Because then when you get to where you're going, it's not that bad as a daily carry. It's kind of got a cool look. And any roll top can perform kind of like this. I'm not particularly fond of the rubberized sort of look here. It's very, very water resistant, which is cool, but it's also just kind of like, I would prefer it to be like if it was made out of the material that the Go Rock is made out of, more of a ballistic nylon fabric of some kind, something more waxed canvasy. All right, now let's just throw this stuff right back into this guy once again, because it's just so nice to see how easy it is to fit stuff into here. By the way, you're wondering about these shoes. These are those Allbirds. They're made out of merino wool. You're supposed to wear them with no socks. They're pretty bro-y, but they're nice. I mean, I use them as my slippers around the house, and I've kind of started wearing them out of the house, to be honest, because they're really comfortable and they're really just like sleek and minimal. They're sort of made for travel. So I've just easily put everything in there. I can see everything in the bag as I open it up. That's not a little thing. That's kind of a nice thing, right? I don't I'm like always afraid of cranking on these zippers, but they're YKK number 8s. There's a strong ass zipper. And there we go. I mean, this thing is pretty great. Your stuff on the outside, it's like kind of like look and feel. That's what this is gonna come down to. This thing is sleek, minimal, light, and very comfortable because of the strap things. And it just fits a lot because there's no materials in the thing, and it works pretty okay as a daily carry. I love that I got to show you all those bags comparing this as a daily carry, so you be the judge. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. What are you liking more these days? What are you wanting to travel with more? What do you wish was your bag? But as for me, I love this thing. I love all of these bags. I'm just such a fucking bag whore. I love all of these bags. Like, it's literally like, I'm like, oh my God, which one will I use? What should I use? I don't even travel that much. So stupid. But I love the design and the thought that has gone into this for a daily carry and a single bag travel bag. My take on this is it's an excellent single bag travel bag, and it's like, it's okay daily carry, which is fine because when you travel, like, you're taking less to do and be more. Okay, let's talk about this trunk. Here it is with nothing in it. It's like nothing. It's like nothing. It's like nothing. But you guys, let's just see what we can fit inside this sucker. Here's our guy, our thing. It fits sideways in there if we need it to, which is great. Got my toiletry kit. Let's get our shoes. Do you see how much of the bag is left? Do you see how big this fucking bag is? There's a couple more packing cubes. It's just like, all right, let's just throw those in there, I guess. Let's just throw, these are the Manal small packing cube. Pretty killer, nice lightweight material. Let's go ahead and bring another pair of shoes, I guess. Could do that. That's fine, right? Then there's some 3D packing cubes built into this sucker. They're probably about 1 inch in dimension with, depth-wise. And then you can throw stuff in there, which is nice if you want to keep your shirts separate or something like that. I mean, we have not even come close to filling this thing up right now. Not even come close. This thing fits so much shit. Now, this is why I'm so excited about this bag. I'll tell you what it's like to travel with here in a second. But first of all, let's just keep going and oh, look, we got a little space. Oh, what's that? Is that my Manal Daily, one of my favorite daily carry bags? Is that what that is? That's what it looks like. What are you doing? Are you just putting that on top of the bag? Is that what you're doing? You're just putting it on top of the bag? What are you doing that for? Why are you doing that? Do you even know what you're doing? Oh my God! You have an amazing daily carry bag with you? And it's still a carry-on bag? And you have everything that you need? Yeah, I did. I just put my Manal Daily, one of my favorite daily carry bags, just right inside there. And watch this. Let's just, for the sake of argument, let's say it's got my laptop and my all my tech stuff inside of here, because it's got some great daily tech stuff, right? Oh, I can throw that in there. I can do this, and then which side is gonna be the side that I open? Let's say it's that one. I keep this thing closed like this. I put my my handles together, and then anytime I need to, oh look, I can just reach in, unzip that little guy, and grab my laptop. All right, it's not as effortless as I wish it was, but the truth is, what's amazing about this is I can just travel with this guy. It's carry-on. The bummer is it really, I'll talk to you about that in a second. But the thing is, look at how much shit I just fit in there. Like, if I need more stuff, I'm not traveling well. I'm not doing a good job traveling. From the single bag travel that you saw me pack with the packing cube, the extra shoes, and my toiletry kit, I added another pair of shoes, 2 more packing cubes that are just full of like probably 5 shirts each, maybe something like that, 4 shirts each, and then a daily carry bag that's actually a small, minimal, sleek, cool daily carry bag. This thing is a fucking mammoth. It's amazing. You can fit so much shit in this. Let's talk about what it's like to carry and to travel with, okay? First of all, these straps are great because of this. Not only can you, it's just like you pick it up off the ground. I know you probably can't see that, but it's just right there, so you can just hold it. It's great for that. Then, you can do this thing. Hey, what's going on, you guys? You've got a nice little quick access to your quick access there, all right? It's killer. These handles are awesome for that. It does come with a strap that you clip into here and here on the bag, okay? So it doesn't go all the way around the edges of the bag like this. It's up in here, which I'm not a strap guy. I don't normally do that. It's more cumbersome than just holding this thing like that. I don't mind that. I like the look of carrying a duffel bag like that. It feels a little masculine and kind of cool to me. And frankly, I like it. I don't mind it. But I will say that the strap is quite comfortable, surprisingly so. Similar to the strap that they have on their backpack, it has a very robust padding that helps you sort of disperse that weight across a larger area of your shoulder. What's important is that it stands up like this, okay? It's not, the handles don't come off of this area, they come off of this. So it stands up and you're right there, and when you're walking with it, it's not this thing that you have to like hold out from your body at all. It's really, really comfortable. But ultimately, it's about being able to throw this guy on like that. Sure, that's not the most comfortable thing in the world. I won't want to do that for a very long period of time. I mean, something you should think about. Because if you have to do that for a long period of time, you're walking from place to place to place, then yeah, bring that strap, because it doesn't take much space in the bag if you need to pack it away. Here's that strap just to show you what I'm working with here, okay? You throw it on and clip it into this thing and into this thing over here. And then you can carry the bag like this. It's really surprisingly comfortable. It really is. Or you go all the way over and you've got all your stuff in one big, it's a floppy bag. It's big, it's floppy. Your stuff is sort of unprotected, but it's mostly clothes anyways. And then when this strap comes off, it's about this size. I mean, it's a big strap. It's really really comfortable. But you throw that in the bag at the bottom or something like that, and you won't have to worry about it. And then finally, what it's like to travel with, it has these quick access pockets, one on either side with the weather resistant zipper. Killer. Boarding pass, boom. Sunglasses, boom. Your iPad, your Kindle, your iPad probably wouldn't fit in here, but your Kindle, your phone, your whatever, all of that kind of stuff. There's another one on the other side, same exact thing. No organization inside of these, just a pouch. But then also, this is kind of cool. Your handles can go away. So if you want to just be a shoulder strap person, your handles can go away into this thing. But you have this other pocket that's like, I don't know, like book sizable. I always leave my handles out because I like to carry with the handle only. And so you just throw a book right there. You throw something in there. You might even be able to fit your iPad in there. It's not that safe. Someone might steal it, but you could do it. And like I said, worst comes to worst, you have a bag inside like this that you can quickly access your technology, your iPad, your this, that, and the other. Or you get to the, like, so, okay, so here's one of my shitty things about this, right? Here's one of my shitty things. Here's one of the things that's gonna be hard for me about this, because I really like this, and I could totally see myself traveling with this thing more often and throwing a daily carry inside, because it's like, it just fits everything. You don't have to worry about anything. It's killer. But my big gripe with this, it does not fit under the seat in front of you on the airplane. That's one of these tricks. It's one of these hacks that I've fallen in love with. There's nothing like it. This backpack definitely would. Definitely fits right under the seat in front of you. You have everything you need right there. You never have to get up in the compartment. You can get last on the plane. It doesn't matter. I have my seat, I'll be there last. I'm gonna go to Buck's and I'm gonna get a muffin. This does not fit on the seat, under the seat in front of you, and that is a bummer. You'd have to make sure that there's overhead compartment space. The good thing is if you did have a Manal Daily or an Air Fit Pack or something like that, inside of there, you get there, you pull this guy out. You probably would pull this guy out right as you're boarding the plane, and this has everything you need in it, right? I put the straps away inside of this just to show you, just to keep them out of the video. You can pull that right out, zip this sucker up, throw it up into the compartment up there. It's just a big floppy duffel. That's one of my bummers about this bag, is that it does not fit under the seat in front of you, and I've kind of gotten addicted to that. I really have. It's Rick Steves, he's my supplier. He got me hooked on this stuff, and now I can't get off it. I love Rick Steves. You guys, get into Europe through the back door. I was gonna say something else, but I forgot it. I got so excited about Rick Steves that I forgot it. Here's the gist. This thing fits an enormous amount of shit. You got some quick access pockets on the outside for when you're traveling. I love the handles because I can just bend over barely and grab them and carry with it that way, or do the over the shoulder thing like this. And if you get it set up, it's not that uncomfortable. I mean, it's like you could probably survive for a while with this. Or at least I could. I mean, if you're a smaller frame, or if like I'm thinking of the ladies out there, it's gonna be heavy. But this was designed to work with that backpack. Like, you have the backpack on, and then you carry this because your backpack is like your daily carry and your weekend travel, but you're about to, you're stepping into Portugal for the next 4 months or 3 months or something like that. Or you've got a place to stay in Lisbon for 3 weeks, and who knows where you go after that. I'm just bringing everything with me. Or you're like, I leave this in Sydney and I'm going to Lisbon for 3 weeks. And so I'm taking my little backpack, this guy, I'm taking my this guy backpack. I should probably zip this up so I can start showing it again. I'm taking this to Lisbon for a few weeks, and this stays in Sydney, where my home base is, or Shanghai, or Vietnam, or something like that, right? Killer, they work together like that because this fits so much shit. But I'm really excited about the idea of just putting a daily carry, like a Manal, a smaller bag, inside of here, traveling with this. The big bummer is I can't fit it under the seat in front of me. Ugh. The other bummer is this. This is what I wanted to say before. It is 22 inches. 22 by 14 by 9. 22 by 14 by 9. Okay, so 22 by 14 by 9. Now, most carry-on things are around 21 and a half to 22. Lots of US domestic is 22. Almost, you can always count on it. But Europe's a different story. Europe is 20, almost across the board, or there's some that are different, but like, I have been stopped where my bag was fine, but my wife's bag was not. And just because it was a floppy duffel that didn't look exactly like it. And I'm like, it fits into the damn thing. And he's like, I'm sorry, sir, we can't do that. He's more like, I'm sorry, sir, we just can't do it. Listen, you can argue with me all you want, but it's clearly larger than a 22-inch bag, and so we'll have to check it. This is called Ryanair. You didn't get here because you have so much money that you can afford to argue with me, and I can't afford to argue with you right now, and I simply won't allow myself to do it. Which sucks. I mean, one of the coolest things about travel is when you just do carry-on travel, you never have to worry about things. This is obviously check-inable. Your stuff, if it's all your soft goods, is great. I would worry about the protection of it. I would want some more protection sort of stuff in there if I was checking it on, depending on if I had some gear in there. But 22 inches, again, I have no worries with basically, you know, North and South America travel. It's Europe that I would worry about. There's no doubt to me that if you had a little bit of space in here, which you likely will, you don't have to pack this thing out. You know that, right? Listen, just because your bag can fit it doesn't mean you need to pack it out. Bring only what you need to. So there's no doubt in my mind that this would be able to scrunch into a 20-inch thing, depending on what you had in there. However, there are some situations where they simply won't let you take it on. I'm bummed about that. I wish they would have done this 20 inches, maybe 21, just to save us a little bit, because Europe travel is, a lot of us are traveling in Europe, and damn, I don't want to get stuck there. I don't want to have to check in my bag, you know, at the gate for something like that. Anyways, besides all that, what I'm so excited about with this bag is it's huge and it fits everything, and you can fit your daily carry right inside of it. I've never really thought about this before. I've always just like, how do I do my, like I would either have to wear my daily carry and then carry a bigger bag, which I don't like handling multiple bags, or I would have to use my actual travel bag as my daily carry when I got there, or bring one of those tiny little scrunchy like totes or something like that, which is not ideal because your stuff isn't that safe. But with this, I can throw a great daily carry bag. I use the Manal daily because it's so minimal. Again, links to that video below. You can learn more about that. Any of the bags that I mentioned here, I'll put a link to the videos that I've done on each of those below. But the Manal Daily is so minimal, so easy. It fits right inside, and it's got plenty of protection for my daily carry, and it's a super useful, functional bag for daily carry, and it fits right inside. Now, for shits and giggles, I wanna compare this to the other big bag I know about, the Patagonia MLC. Let's see what we can fit between these two and what the differences are in carry. One of the things is this is a much thicker, robust material. It's really nice material on the Patagonia MLC. It's a big old bag with lots of compartments, first of all, the big, massive main compartment, but then this thing opens up. I did a whole video on this, you can look at it all. There's some organization in here, a little bit of a laptop thing. So this thing you'd use as your one bag, but then when you get there, it's like, dude, this thing sucks as a daily carry. This thing is not doable as daily carry. Okay, so here's everything out of our Tortuga Duffel mammoth case, and let's load it into the Patagonia. Patagonia has a nice compartment up here that you can actually, zip into. Anyways, watch the video if you want to see more of what you have a lot more organization on this Patagonia MLC. But for the sake of our argument, let's just pack exactly like we did before. Get all of our shoes in there. We get our 2 small Manal packing cubes in there. Small Manal. And then we can throw this stuff right down in there. So it fits perfect. All of that stuff is fine. We zip it up with the last thing, the pièce de résistance, the Manal Daily, right? Let's see how it does with that. It's definitely a little bit tighter for sure. There's less space in the Patagonia MLC than there is in the Tortuga. But it's kind of nice to have this tight and to have this material be a thicker, more robust material where your stuff's a little bit safer. You definitely notice that. It's definitely kind of nice. Then instead of putting my laptop in the Manal, I would put it right here in the built-in laptop compartment. I also have some nice quick access pockets and organization stuff here, so I could throw my iPad. I can much easier throw my iPad and headphones and pens and all that stuff in here, that when I get to when I'm done traveling, then I get to my destination, I can take that stuff and throw it all in the Manal Daily, and if I'm there for a few weeks, that'll be totally worth it. Now, they do have backpack straps on this thing, but I honestly, leave them in there, that's fine. Don't cut them out, but they're so uncomfortable. They are so uncomfortable. With this bag, as packed out as it is so uncomfortable. We're talking minutes before this starts digging into your shoulders and your back. You will not like it, but it's doable. When you need to be hands-free, you're holding your kid's hand or you're carrying your wife's bag as well, might be necessary. But what I recommend instead, zip that sucker up. What I recommend instead is use these D-rings here and the Tortuga, if you can get it, strap, because I don't know of any better, to be honest, for putting on this guy, and it is so much more comfortable than the backpack straps. Again, I can carry it just like this. This is super useful, totally carry-onable, and then I put it over my shoulder like that. I've got everything I need right here, totally digital Nomad ready. So that's how it compares to the Patagonia MLC. Now, just one more time here, let's load everything back into the Tortuga. I mean, it's just so massive. It is so massive. It's unreal. Let's throw these guys down there, down there. This guy right here. And then our 2 pairs of shoes, like so. And then the Manal Daily. There's no question about the fact that there is significantly more room in this duffel than there is in the Patagonia MLC. All right, it all fits so easily, and there's still so much room to spare. You've got those killer handles, and you're off to the races. Now let's talk about the warranty these guys have on these bags, because you know what? They're not that cheap. They're not that expensive when it comes down to, like, you know, fancy bags. But they're not that cheap because this material, this sailcloth material, is really, really well designed. It costs a lot to get. The material on the chassis, on the bag, the zippers, they didn't really spare any expenses with this. And so when you buy this bag, you're hopefully buying something that's gonna last you a long time. So what kind of security or confidence do they have in their product? They call it their common decency guarantee, and it goes like this. If it's our fault, we'll make it right. Okay, so if anything happens and a zipper breaks and like something like that, then and it looks like it's from usual regular use, and it's just like, hey dude, your YKK number 8 zipper that was supposed to not break broke. It like clearly broke on me. This is not right. They're like, we'll make it right. But if we find out that you've been towing cattle or donkeys by putting the backpack on and then just like tying a rope to your zippers or something like that and trying to tear these donkeys up the hill, like, then it's like, hey pal, like, this does not look like regular use. What did you do with this? I think that's very, very fair. And then the other thing is the return policy. Returns 30 days, no worries about it. Don't scuff it up, take it outside, or get it all dirty or anything like that. They have a whole return policy on their site. So if you need to check this bag out, you can do so and return it within 30 days. I think you might have to eat the cost of shipping or something like that. But for those of us who want to get stuck with a bag for the long haul, that's like spending some bucks on just being able to tell what's right and what isn't, totally recommend that. Totally recommend that. That's why when your trip is coming up, like, don't wait to get a bag like 1 week before. Do it months ahead of time. Get a bunch of bags and send everything back except for the one that you want. I'm sure Tortuga and other manufacturers don't like me saying that, but you know, that, like, you won't really know it. I'd like to make these videos because they really help us all understand what the hell this bag really is, as opposed to just looking at pictures and like statements on their website. There's nothing really that can replace putting your hands on the bag yourself. You guys, I love making these long, in-depth reviews for you. If you have any questions about these bags, just ask them in the comments. I'll answer them as often and as quickly as I can. If you love this kind of review, I do these all the time here at the Chase Reeves channel. I go in-depth. I want us to know what we're getting into when we make these purchases, because basically I don't want us wasting our money. I also want to highlight good companies instead of just stuff that's like made to rip you off. Herschel! If you like these bags and you're gonna purchase them, please do me a favor and use the link in my description. It'll get you nothing. It'll get you nothing, but it gives me a couple bucks back. And like I said, my wife is literally downstairs. Like, I asked my wife this morning to take my kid to school, even though she wanted me to, because I was like, well, babe, I really need to record that video before I do the podcast at 10. And she's like, is this the kind that if they click a link, we get a couple bucks back on the bag? And I was like, it is, babe. It really is. So if you click the link below and purchase from that, you give me a couple bucks, you support the channel. I really, really appreciate that. And my wife, she's happy about letting me make bag videos, which is like, some people have man caves, and you know, other people just wake up early to make bag reviews. All right, y'all, so that is like the Mastodon trunk and the single bag travel bag of the Homebase series from Tortuga. Love this stuff from this company. I am very impressed with the design and the aesthetic and the thoughtfulness of these bags. I wasn't a huge fan of the Outbreaker for me personally, even though that bag was made exceptionally well. It was just big and bulky. This is the opposite of that. Sleek, slimline, totally lightweight, but effortlessly durable. Okay, if you like videos like these, please subscribe. Chase Reeves, I'd love to have you as a subscriber to my channel. I'd love to, you know, make bag reviews for you. And also, I have a podcast called The Fizzle Show, fizzleshow.co, where we talk to and about indie entrepreneurs, people who are earning a living, creating something that they care about, We all know what it's like to not know what we're doing with our lives and to honestly have crappy jobs. And a lot of us are doing something about it. We're starting blogs and podcasts. We're manufacturing products like these. There's a roadmap to do this kind of stuff. And that's what we talk about on the Fizzle Show and at my business, fizzle.co, where there is training and community for independent entrepreneurs. Talk to you guys later. Love you. Bye-bye.